Good afternoon, everybody. Um, it's 4 o'clock here. I don't know why I slung that down. As you can tell, woo, sunshine. It's breezy cold. Breezy cold. But I don't even know what the temperature is today. We were supposed to fit. Yes, Mike, I'm going to talk about the weather. We're supposed to hit 56 today. I don't know. It might have. But with the wind, it don't feel it. So this video is going to come, hopefully full video is going to come to you from me, from the porch, with sunshine and no snow. Here we go. I'm going to finish the weather report. Even though it's beautiful outside tonight and our lows are 46, get a hoot out of this one, people. We have rain coming in tonight. Snow coming in, I think it's Sunday night. And then 100% next weekend. Now, let's see here. We got 5 days till February, which, by the way, guys, I'm going to, a lot of us, I'm going to get on that first. February is going to be a big month. I know May is Lyme month, and we all celebrate that. But you got to remember, Lyme also gives you other diseases. And I have Lyme carditis, also, which my left and my right heart ventricles are enlarged. So, and it is Lyme carditis. Well, you can't say Lyme carditis in the disability realm of the world, but I have heart carditis or carditis. But so next month is heart awareness, so wear red whenever you can on your post next month to represent heart disease for women, or yeah, you men too, but it mostly is for women's heart disease. But so next month is a big deal for me because I have heart issues due to Lyme disease when I didn't have heart issues. I never had heart issues. So it's 5 days till February. 52 days till spring, which is March 20th. I only know this because I just looked it up. And on the 5th, which is next, on the 5th of February, is Groundhog Day. And I'm praying that little bugger does not see his shadow, so I know I'll have 6 weeks of spring and no more winter. But he'll probably run from his shadow. Somebody gonna go up there and shake their big booty up and let him see a shadow, and he's going to run. Ha ha. It's not funny, but it is at the moment. Like I said, I spurt everything that this poor little brain pops out, because all I've got is 2 brain cells anymore, and I'm going to, and they're doing CPR on each other, who's going to work or who's not going to work. So I spurt whatever comes out at the moment, and I don't mean to. Also, I take everything to heart that goes on in my community of Lyme. So if you're hurting one of my Lyme community friends, you're hurting me, you're hurting us all. But hey, haters will be haters, and haters make us famous. So come on and make us famous. I'm not going to give any more energy to these haters. I mean, I know you're not hating on me, and that's fine, but you're hating on my friends, so you're hating on me. But I'm not going to give any more energy to you haters. But I'm going to give you a reason to hate on me. Now, a lot of us are Christians. Some of us don't talk about our Christianity or our religion. I got to sit down, guys, because I'll discuss that in a little bit. I'm going to discuss my religion. My reason why I don't discuss religion. Before I get into that, I want to talk to Miss Tired of Lyme. I want to thank you for being candid and being open with me when I asked you the question, did you feel that I may have been one of the haters? And I'm hoping your answer was honest, because by no means I would never hate on any Lyme, any limey. at all. The only thing I have ever done, which if you've ever watched my subscriptions, my videos, bleh, oh yeah, I will point blank bring them out if I feel that you're fake or you are harming others, which I'm pretty sure I've done on 2 occasions, if I'm correct. But I did mention one name of them at one video, but the other one I kept silent because they broke me good. And I'm not going to get into that one. But I want to thank you for your candidacy and being honest. And, it takes a lot of courage to do what you do and to fight your fight because you're battling on your own without a husband. You are battling with, I think he's 11 or 12 is what you have made mention about your son. And you're a warrior, woman. Keep up the good work. But I'm going to talk about my religion. I was born into, my father was a Catholic and my mother was a Church of God. And then I was raised up in Church of God of Prophecy, and I'm from Florida. My uncle, which I'm not going to name his name, God rest his soul now, because my videos go to Facebook and I really don't want to mention names because it could harm my cousins if I do. But he was the preacher. And come to find out, he was a dirty preacher. And you guys can figure what I mean by that. He was a dirty preacher. And then later on, we found out that, and it's shameful to admit that, but that he was the head wizard of a KKK clan in Florida. And, but yeah, he was a dirty preacher. He really, really was. So, that was him. And then, when I was 17, I got married to a man whose brother was a preacher and still is to this day. I love his preaching. I love my ex-brother-in-law to death. But my ex-husband also used to be a preacher, and he preached occasionally through the 16-plus years we were married. And he was a hypocrite. So he would go in and preach, or he'd listen to the preaching and then turn around and drink a beer as soon as he got in the parking lot in the vehicle. And I believed in God faithfully. I've never fell from God. I never stopped believing in God. And he started becoming a drunk. I'm just going to put it like that. He was a hypocrite and he was a drunk and an alcoholic. And we were going to Church of Christ when I was married to my ex-husband. That was a Church of Christ. I have my good and bad views on the Church of Christ because of the end of times, the revelations. They did not want to discuss it and all that. And they had their ways about them, even when it come to colored preachers coming in and preaching, and they did not like the way they did their preaching or how they spoke. And to me, that was very wrong. That was my view on that. And then I completely stopped going to church with my ex-husband when I lived in Florida, because I've been born and raised in Florida, Okeechobee and Tampa, Florida, but I've lived all over Florida. And I've still got tons of family down there. And I started going with my ex-sister-in-law to a I think it was Baptist church, and I loved it. Loved going to church, had my children in the church. I believed faithfully in God and everything. And then, to be honest, shit hit the fan when it come to my ex-husband, and we separated and divorced, and he was still one of those follow you around wherever you go, and I became an alcoholic. And my breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner became alcohol. When I divorced my ex-husband, I was like 150 pounds. And I became an alcoholic and went down to 98 pounds. And that's how much I weighed when my new husband, Leon, you guys have seen him on my post occasionally because he don't like being on videos. I was 98 pounds, nothing but an alcoholic. And I met him and he got me from that. And I've been sober for over 9 years from not being an alcoholic. But I am a recovering alcoholic. I do crave it. I I can sometimes taste tequila on my mouth, but I won't touch it. And then, I mean, I drank occasionally, and then my body started breaking, fracturing, shutting down, tearing muscles, and then one what was those coolers called? The Smart Mike's Ale, Mike, some kind of something Mike's. Smirnoffs. One of the lemon Smirnoffs. I had half of it, and then I wound up in the hospital. So I learned I could not drink, and then I found out. Finally, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, and But I mean, when it comes to my religion, originally I'm a Church of God of Prophecy. But it's a shameful thing when you think about my back history that, I was raised up with my uncle as my preacher, as our preacher, and come to find out on the backside, he was taking all the money that everybody was donating in and pocketing it for himself on top of being, the high wizard of a KKK clan. But Sunday and Wednesday nights, we'd come in and he'd preach for us. So that kind of messed my whole thinking of going into a church. And I've always been the kind of person, like it says in the Bible, 2 or more, and I am with you. And I feel that it's not the church or the building that is where I have to go. I mean, I could go right out here to my field, and if it's me, my husband, and whoever is watching this, 2 or more, and he is with us. And so I don't really have to go into a building to praise God. I praise God all the time. I pray for everybody, no matter what. So, I mean, that's my religious background. But yes, I mean, I still do pray. I believe in God faithfully. And if Mike is open and honest, anybody who can ask him, every time we go talking about God, or we start talking about these people that believe in witchcraft and things like that, God makes his presence known. And twice he's made his presence known in my house while I've Skyped to Mike Fives, and we're talking about God and the new witchcraft, people believing in these new witchcraft stuff. And it's twice happened in my house, and the most recent time was at Mike's house. It happened to him, and he can verify that. He got shoved. I just had the Last Supper picture fall down while we're talking about it, and a ball rolled from one end of this porch to the other while we were talking about it. So, and it's happened before in my life. Every time I go talking about God, if I'm talking about God, I'm around somebody who is not a person that believes in God, weird things happen. So, and that's how I know. Or God showing his presence. But other than that, about 20 minutes ago, my husband called. He's about 30 foot deep in a hole trying to go under a train track. And this is going to be a fun Sunday night. He'll be home around between 10 and 11 Sunday night to say, hi, I love you, kiss my butt, hand me the bill money, and then he's got to leave and go back to Georgia. So I'm only going to get to see him for about an hour. And then he's got to turn around and go because he's been working 12, 18-hour shifts. And yesterday he worked Tuesday, what is today? Friday? So Wednesday he worked an 18-hour shift. Yesterday he worked all day and all last night, and he's still working now. He gets off around 7 tonight. He's going to crash in the motel and got to go back again for another 12 to 18-hour shift. So I'm only going to get to see him around Sunday night for about an hour, and then he vanishes. But we don't need to give our energy to these haters. And I dare them to give me a thumbs down. I dare you. I really dare you. But other than that, guys, you all know I'm very blunt. I'm very open, candid, transparent. I am very honored to have so many subscribers, and even the ones that don't subscribe, they do come to my channel and watch my videos. I'm also very honored to have so many people email me and give me their phone numbers, and we talk. I do wish a lot more would give me their email address so we could talk and be more open and more candid outside the YouTube community, and get to know each other better. But that's my religious background. I really don't want to go into my backstory of my life, because being as a female, it wasn't pretty, and the things that's happened to me or my daughter, it's just, or my son actually, because I mean, that's three people, me and my two youngest children, that's had things happen to them. So that's a whole different ball game, and that's something I just don't want to bring up. I really don't. I don't want to relive or hash out back the past, because it's just too much. But I don't know. You guys keep posting what you post. You keep doing what you do, and you keep being warriors. And we'll just keep watching. But I'm honored also to have so many subscribers that have come to my Facebook account and my Twitter account. I'm honored for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the viewers and the comments that I receive. I mean, because I'm still going on this journey blind. And I'm just picking up and learning as I go. And I'm learning what works for me and what don't work for me. And I mean, like today, I mean, it took me 3 hours to get off the couch. I refused to sleep in my bed at home. I mean, in the house, on me and my husband's bed. Sorry, my walking stick, I just rolled because he's not home. But it took me 3 hours to get off the couch this morning because my bones are back and forth bouncing from one side of my legs to the other. And I woke up with body tremors, but it slowly passed, and it's on and off migraine / headache / migraine today. So, and that bright sun really isn't helping now because it's right in my eyeballs. But that's my religious background, and that's why I really don't discuss it, because I know a lot of people will go, yes, for KKK, or shame on you because your uncle who was a preacher took the church's money and was a wizard in the KKK. And he really wasn't a good man outside of church either, minus the KKK. And I had to live through that as well. But that's a whole different story I'd have to get into. It would be a book if I had to discuss my childhood and what has happened in my life. So now that'll be another video, guys. But other than that, I hope you guys had a warm day, a beautiful day with sunshine. And I hope your pain was less. I hope you sleep well tonight. Hopefully no insomnia or pain insomnia kicks in. Hopefully you found your glitter, your sparkle, your shimmy shake, or your silver lining for the day. Mine was the sunshine. Even though I just looked at it, now I'm blind. And being able to talk to my husband, even though it was for like 5 minutes. And that was my silver lining for the day. But God bless, guys. And comment, subscribe, and hit the pretty little bell button. Other than that, or leave me your email address. That would be great too. I promise I'll delete it once I receive it. But other than that, guys, God bless and have a good night.